Okay. Oh, I just want to welcome you guys. You're the hardcore warriors in the middle of summertime holidays, so that's awesome. It's I have no idea what.
You know what you want to say?
No, I did too much car washing today.
All right. So the topic tonight we're going to talk about is, so we've been sharing Plexus with people and they're wanting to start with the products. So we actually want to just talk about tonight, how do we help them choose the right way for them to purchase?
Yeah.
Is the right thing retail, preferred, or ambassador? And so that's what we're going to talk about tonight, is how to help them make the right choice of how they're going to purchase.
Yeah. And, and then something we've been thinking about quite a bit, because over the year and a half, constantly we want to do better and we want to serve the customers better, right? So yeah, Lisa's got some things down and I got a few examples and we'll just go through it and hopefully it helps and encourages you all.
Yeah. All right. So like I try to do every time is to use the tools that Plexus provides us, tools that are duplicatable. And so I'm going to reference quite a bit our success guide, which I normally do because it's chock full of awesome information. And so when we're sharing Plexus with people, it's important our mindset and the thoughts that we have. And so in chapter 6 on page 53, it says, "You're great at this," sharing Plexus products. "Remember your words, even your self-talk that you never verbalize can create your reality. Tell yourself what a great ambassador you are. With the right mindset, you will project a confidence that everyone will see. They'll see your pride in Plexus, your conviction that Plexus products are amazing, and your belief that Plexus has something for absolutely everyone. And the more you share the Plexus products, the easier it will become for you." Notice that we usually use the word share when we talk about our products.
Yeah.
Sell isn't a bad word, but you're called an ambassador, not a sales associate, for a reason.
Yeah. So we're to share the good message, the news, and let them just help them choose what they're looking for.
Yeah. So as an ambassador, you're advocating for a healthy lifestyle. You're sharing products that have helped hundreds of thousands of individuals, including you.
Yeah.
And it's helping you make healthier choices and turn lives around.
Yeah.
So to have that confidence when we're sharing, and what we tell ourselves instead of thinking, "Oh my goodness, I'm so scared, I don't know what to say," and those kind of thoughts, we need to say, you know what? These products are good. They've helped me and they're helping lots of other people, and I'm good at this. And so it's really important, the words that we tell ourselves when we're sharing.
Yeah.
Did you want me to keep going?
Yeah, keep going.
All right.
Going. I got a few examples, but we'll show that. I'll share that towards more closer to the end.
Perfect. Okay. And again, in the success guide, it talks about when we're sharing with people, and so this is all going to lead up to how we're going to help people to make the right choice for them. And so at the beginning of chapter 3 in the success guide, it says, "We're doing relationships, not sales." It sounds counterintuitive, doesn't it? But relationships are at the core of network marketing. Your goal is not to make a sale, it's to create a relationship. A sale is a one-off, it happens one time. To the customer, you're a salesperson. A relationship, though, is lasting. You become a trusted friend. When you focus on the relationship, the rest will follow. You will share products, you will share the opportunity, and you will share the Plexus lifestyle. When you focus on the sale, that won't happen. So if we focus on our interaction with every single person that we connect with for Plexus, when we focus on it as a relationship, we're going to focus on what's best for that person.
Yeah, that's why it's called customer care. Mm-hmm. The more we care about the customer, the more they're going to trust us and want to work with us. Mm-hmm. The only thing we're really selling is we're just selling ourselves.
Yeah.
And when we do that and they see that we're just out to help serve them, then it makes it a lot smoother and easier.
Yeah, definitely.
You betcha.
All right. So as we're sharing, we need to make sure that we're listening. We're not just doing all the talking, because it's really easy to get excited and just be kind of sharing lots and lots and lots of information. But it's really, really important that we're listening. So again, in the Success Guide in Chapter 6, it talks about, the chapter is actually called Sharing Plexus. And so one of the paragraphs, it says, one of the most common fears for new ambassadors is talking to people. And even sometimes the not so new, we can sometimes get caught up in that, the insecurity and stuff. And so just to realize that that's actually a common thing. It says it's so common, and it's one of the most important skills you can develop as a network marketer, is actually talking to people. So it says challenge yourself, square your shoulders, take a deep breath, and jump in as a network marketer. Make it about them. Listen more than you talk. Remember the details that they share with you. They're going to be sharing their story, sharing what's important to them. The more conversations that you have about Plexus, the easier it becomes. You'll talk with literally thousands of people during your Plexus journey. So even if you mess up or you flub up, here and there, once in a while, just shake it off. Don't let it cause you to stop, and don't make it such a big deal. Just shake it off and move on to the next person. So don't allow the fear or the times that maybe we didn't know what to say. Don't let that define who you are and stop you from sharing with the next person.
I'm not sure.
You're good. Okay. All right. So when we're sharing with people, with Plexus, there's not, the way the compensation plan is set up, there's not a pressure for us to force people or try to convince people to buy one way. With the Plexus compensation plan, they've designed it so that no matter how we build, we actually get compensated really generously. So that's where we actually can come across in just a confident, peaceful way when we're sharing with people, because we don't have to try to convince them to fit in a certain way. We really are coming at it from a relationship and really wanting to do what's best for them. And so, so we're going to talk a little bit about, some examples of the certain ways that people may choose to buy that works best for them. Yeah. And Randy's going to give some examples of actually how it benefits us. No matter how people choose to buy whatever is best for them, Plexus actually compensates us really well.
Yeah, so really you just want to find out what they want. Mm-hmm. So, people can buy retail. Yeah. We know there's retail. They can buy preferred. They can buy wholesale. Well, what's the best one? Well, it's whatever's best for them. Yeah. Yeah. Like if they're just hardcore health nutty people and they just want to go all in and buy half the store, well then, it makes sense for them to go wholesale, right? And they just want to be doing it for forever. But then there's other people that are just newbies. They've never heard of Plexus. And then, so instead of them taking the whole, going ambassador right away, you could say, well, why don't you just, what are you looking for? Let's example. Maybe there's a young guy who just wants a little more energy and maybe wants to, lean out with some more muscle or something. Well, then I said, well, why don't you try the Edge and maybe some of the protein shakes, and and just buy retail, or if you want, you can go on preferred and get a discount, and leave it at that. And that's actually a much easier in than to instead of buying into the whole deal right away. You can keep it very simple for people, and I think it's actually want to encourage this more, and I know Plexus wants to encourage it more, that we actually do look at getting a larger customer base. So with that, because we are a product company, so with that, just offering them even just an X Factor, say, hey, just try the X Factor, it's amazing, does amazing things, or the Edge or whatever. Yeah. They can just buy one product. Well, obviously, if they're buying one product, you don't want them to be an ambassador because it doesn't help them or you. So any way works. All the ways make money, and the reality is most people aren't going to want to do the business. There's only going to be a handful that actually want to do that. So most people will end up being customers, so they can be retail or preferred customer is the best route to go, really. They get a discount and then they get a monthly thing. So, but as customers, everybody likes to save money, right? Even if they don't want to do the business, they'd still like to save money or maybe even get their products paid for. So I wrote a little example of, so if say even whether you're doing the business or whether you just want to be a customer and get your products paid for, either way this works. It's the same principle. So say you want to say get your products paid for and you're buying the triplex right now. Maybe triplex and X Factor. You know, you're spending probably, you know, $120 with X Factor, you'd be spending about $150 a month. So what would that take to get that paid for? Well, I wrote down an example here. If you just got 5 customers over the period of the month, just 5 customers, and you shared products with them, you help them with what they want, and let's say they end up buying the triplex for themselves. We'll use the triplex as the example. So the triplex is worth 115 PV. So that will put you in, and if you get 5 of them, that gives you 575 points, PV points. Now that does a whole lot of cool things right away. And that's not even your own products that you're buying. This is going to cover your products. So you're actually going to be over 600 PV if you do this. And right away, that is qualified you for the 25% commission, which is about $140. And plus, because they all bought the preferred triplex on preferred customer packs, that's an extra $20 on top of that per pack. So that's another $100. So you're actually making $243. So right away, you've already, just by getting preferred customers, you've already paid for your product and made an extra $100. Mm-hmm. So that's how cool that is. Yeah. And you know what? And for a lot of people, that's probably all they want to do. Yeah. And that's cool. Yeah. You know, and they don't have to anymore. They don't, but that's actually awesome. You know, try to go to Walmart and try to make a deal with them. You know, hey, if I send you 5 customers, will you give me a commission back? And they're kind of look at you kind of weird, right? So that's the cool part about, you know, doing that. The network marketing is an awesome system when it works properly, because, you know, it kicks back to all us little people. And you know, I call us all little people, whatever. But, you know.
Ambassadors.
Little ambassadors, yes. But, you know, instead of one guy getting all the $1 billion, we all get a little piece that helps us in our daily lives, right? So that's just cool. That's a cool example. Mm-hmm. So, you know, we actually want to encourage, you know, we don't have to go get a bunch of ambassadors right away. It'd almost be better to get customers, and then they can decide if they want to become an ambassador down the road. And another reason for that is you'll get a more solid, committed person also, that once they do become ambassador, they're in, you know. So that's one cool example of how you can just make some fairly quick money to pay for your product and have a little extra cash. Mm-hmm. And that's whether you're doing the business or even if you're just a customer. You know, even customers can benefit with that. You know, they will want to switch to an ambassador to take advantage of that, but that's how they can graduate and grow in the business. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
No, that's cool. Awesome. No, that's a really good example. And so what I want to do is actually just reference again. So we need to understand the different ways that people can buy so that we can actually help people make that decision and know within ourselves with confidence that however they choose, we just need to encourage that and just to help them that. We're just there to help serve them. And I'm just going to read a little portion from the GoPro book. A lot of us are reading this in the team right now, from Eric Worre. And in chapter 8, he talks about helping your prospects become customers or distributors. So with Plexus, it would be helping our prospects become customers or ambassadors, helping them make that decision. And one of the sentences in here, he says, it's your job, it's my job, it's our job to guide them to a decision. We're just helping people make a decision. We're not trying to convince or prove or argue. We're just there to help them make a decision. And so Eric Worre, he actually shares a little bit about his journey to becoming a network marketing professional. And so what he did is he watched and he learned from other people who were doing well. And that's something we all can do. We have a lot of great examples in Plexus. There's lots of resources on YouTube, lots of training that Jules and have made videos just to share with all of us, and we have access to them to learn what they're doing, what they're saying, and how they're sharing. And so in here, Eric Worre says, I learned that professionals are emotionally detached from the outcome. So we don't base our emotional response on what they choose to do. We're just there to help them and to serve them, right? So he says, in other words, their goal, or the professionals, is education. Their goal is education and understanding while helping a prospect make a decision that would positively impact their life. It's about them.
Yeah.
And that becomes the opposite of coming across as being needy. We're not trying to get anybody. We're honestly just trying to help.
Yeah.
And that's how he described it. And I thought that was so great, because it is really easy to kind of take it personally and to feel rejection. And it's like, no, that's not it. We need to actually emotionally detach ourselves from their decision and just really come from a place of just confidence, because we know the products are good. We have nothing to prove. We just share what we know, share what we've experienced and what we're seeing happen, and we help them make the decision that's best for them. Mm-hmm. And so I'm just going to quickly go over again the 3 options for people to buy, and kind of the benefit for them as well as the benefit for us. So the first option is retail. People are excited. They want to try the products. Retail is an option that some people choose. Why would they choose that? Well, it is the most expensive, but for some people, they literally don't want to have any commitment up front. They just want to buy the product. They just want to try it. They don't want to have to be on auto ship. They don't want, because they've had bad experiences in the past. And that's okay. If people choose retail, that's a viable option for them. Okay. And how does that benefit us? Well, because the retail is the most expensive option, and in the catalog, it's great. It has the different prices for each one of the products. There's the retail, preferred, and wholesale pricing. So what Plexus does for us when we have a retail customer is we actually get paid the difference between the retail cost and the wholesale cost.
Yeah.
That's it comes to us, and that's awesome. So the second option is preferred customer. And that is something that, if somebody's honestly not interested in the business and they're not sure what they want to buy consistently, they know they want to be trying stuff, but they're not sure what they want to commit to, preferred customer is a great option. And that is one that we actually encourage a lot. And why? Because they don't have to buy, there's no minimum purchase. They can buy one thing.
Yeah.
They can buy one thing. They can switch it, buy 2, and then go back to 1. There's no minimum purchase.
They can buy the beauty cream.
They can buy one thing. It doesn't matter. And what's great is that Plexus actually gives them a discount. So preferred is about 10% below retail, which is great.
Yeah.
And after 3 months of consecutive purchases, Plexus gives them another 10% off.
Yeah.
So as long as there's no interruption, they get to keep that 10%. If for some reason they switch off for a month, then it's back to the 3 months. But as soon as they got 3 months again, they get that additional 10% off. So how does it benefit us? And like Randy gave an example about preferred customers. So we get the price difference between the preferred customer price and the wholesale. So that comes to us as part of our commissions, as well as Plexus pays us, and Randy referenced those as well, with selected products. There's a, what do they call it? It's a bonus, preferred customer bonus. And that is another bonus that we get that comes to us.
That was the triplex system. People buying 5. I don't know if that shows backwards on the actual screen, but
right. And what's really cool for people who being a customer is the right choice for them, and Randy also referenced that in his example, is all customers, whether they're retail or preferred, it actually adds to our PV. So the higher our PV, it's not that we have to be buying more stuff.
No.
But the higher our PV is, then we can actually get more commissions, because we can actually go up to the 25% as soon as we hit 500. Yeah. But it's not us. It's actually our customers.
And customers and preferred, when they buy, more they buy, we actually get higher cash payouts in our as when we get paid on a weekly basis from Plexus And it actually pays very well.
Yeah.
So, it's a great way to start, especially in new beginning people that I want to look at. They'll stick around longer if
for new ambassadors.
For new ambassadors, they'll
them.
stick around because they show if you can actually earn some income right away. Yeah. Well, they're gonna stay with the company a lot longer because they can see it. It's more beneficial. Yeah. So it pays to start with customers, really.
And then the third option is the wholesale purchasing, which is the ambassador, right?
Yeah.
And why would somebody want to choose to be an ambassador? Number one, they're looking for another income. They're serious. They want to do this as a business, and they're committed to that. The other option that Randy kind of referenced to as well was what we would call, and I think even Plexus refers to them as wholesale customers. There are some people that they're committed to investing in their health. And they know that they're going to be buying at least $120, which is about 100 PV of product every month. They know that. They're just like, yeah, that's not a problem. I'm committed to taking care of my health. And so for them, the ambassador option, not that they're wanting to do the business, but as their friends see what's happening with them and they just kind of refer to them, they actually can start to earn commissions to pay for their products. How great is that? It's like getting a rebate and they get their products paid for. So that's awesome.
Everybody likes free money.
Exactly. Yeah. And so for us as the sponsoring ambassador, signing up new ambassadors, what is the benefit of actually having ambassadors under us? Well, we get part of our commission pay is with pay points. And so each one of our ambassadors, depending on the level that they are, Plexus pays us pay points, which is great. If you aren't familiar with the compensation plan, you can look at last week's video, and we actually went through each of the 11 ways that Plexus pays us. Amazing. Plexus is very generous as we build our business. As we sign up as ambassadors, when we sponsor new ambassadors, it does actually help us rank. So that is a benefit. If ambassador is the right choice for the new potential person that we're sharing with, it does help us rank. And we also get a personal volume override, which is another way that Plexus pays us with our ambassadors as their PV grows. And every time we sign up a new ambassador and they choose to purchase a welcome pack, which is the best option, Plexus, again, is very generous, and we get a portion of the cost of the welcome pack. So no matter how we build, Plexus has set it up that we actually can come across in just a confident, peaceful way. We don't have to feel pressured. We shouldn't feel pressured. And there's no reason for us to pressure anybody else. It's about coming at it with a relationship, really listening, asking questions, finding out what's best for them, and then helping them make that decision. It's great.
Yeah, no, we get to offer people great products, great service, and they are great products. Yeah. We're not we don't sell the cheap stuff, And even when I was in the flooring business, I actually refused to stock cheap flooring because I don't want the headaches of having to warranty that stuff down the road when they come back. Hey, that stuff fell apart. Well, you know what? I just didn't go that route to start with. People say, well, I want the cheap stuff. I says, well, you got to go to another store and get it from them because I won't sell it. One thing I always wanted to sell stuff that was integrity, that the people are going to value and like for the longer term. Right. And that's the same thing with Plexus.
That's exactly.
We don't want to sell cheap products.
And they don't make.
And so, so with Plexus, it's the highest quality. I don't know if you were aware of this, but there's about 9 grades of quality when it comes to supplements. And Plexus uses the top 9th grade. They use nothing but the best. So you get your money's worth, and that's also why it actually works. Yeah. So, why do you want to take a cheap product that doesn't do anything? You're just wasting your money. I'd rather take a good quality product, especially when it comes to our own bodies. Good grief. I want the best stuff going inside my body if I want to stay healthy. So, we can be proud of that. So we got some great products to be proud of to just offer people and help them, and it doesn't matter where we are. You'll find people, if they got joint pain, well, we got stuff for that. If you go to the gym, man, X Factor and the protein shake for building muscles, awesome.
And the edge.
And the edge now. The edge is good for everybody.
That's good for everybody.
My gosh. It doesn't matter if you're young, midlife crisis, or old. it works on all those ranges.
Where are you?
Yeah. I'm going back to young again. I'm reversing it. I take my bio plans because what's in there? Collagen building property stuff. so I'm a lifer on that one for sure. So anyways, I think we're going to just keep this short and sweet tonight, and because that way you can share this with even other people, and even with other customers that just maybe want to try something. It'd be good for people that are looking to be part of what you're doing, and because it is a simple, easy process, and we just want to keep it simple and easy for people. We don't want them, if people aren't ready to do everything, well, they don't have to. They can just be a happy customer and get happy and healthy, and if they just want one product, that's awesome. It doesn't matter to us. It's our goal is just to help them be happy and healthy. So let's make this a happy, healthier world, and that's what we're all about, right? So thanks you guys for coming on, and you can always get a hold of us if you need to talk to us more one-on-one, and you can message us, and so that's all I'm going to say. So Lisa wants to say anything else to close off? All
right. No, I think that's pretty much it. So we just, like Randy said, we just really want to keep this simple. It's easy to make life complicated. And with Plexus, one of the first things that I heard when I watched a video about the compensation plan is that it was a peaceful compensation plan. Yeah. That's how Natalie Fuller, she described it. And it really is. And so, we just want to help as we're getting better understanding and feeling more confident. We want to pass that on to you, and we just really encourage you. So however we can be an encouragement, however we can support you, we're here. I know I say this to people when we first sign them up, is that, we really are here to support and encourage you to reach your goals. Just whatever questions you have, just shoot them our way. We do our best to make time just to be a help and a support. So thanks again for joining us tonight.
Right
Have a great evening.
Yeah, you guys are awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome students. No.
And we'll see you all soon.
Okay. Have a great night.
Hey,
stay out of the rain.
Good night. Bye. Okay, good night.
God bless.